Shit. What up there, anime and manga communities? This is your boy chdeaaanime, or chdeaaanime, whatever you want to call me. And today, I'm here to talk about Rise of the Shield Hero, chapter, 10. Now, this is going to be my first Rise of the Shield Hero chapter review. So, this is going to become a part of my, scheduling of reviews and all that. Because I really do like this manga, and I highly suggest you go check it out, especially since it's still very early in. And I just want to go ahead and say, I'm not sure if this is a monthly, bi-weekly, weekly. Like, I don't know how this manga's scheduling works. So if you know, please leave it down in the comment section down below, because I'm completely fucking unsure. Either way it goes, let's go ahead and get into this chapter. Now, the last time I read Rise of the Shield Hero, the egg that slave merchant had given Naofumi back in the beginning just hatched and became like this fucking bird thing called a Florial. And now these birds are known for being able to, be fast or like, move merchant carts around and shit. So what Naofumi and Raphtilia have been doing, have been leveling up the bird and getting it to an adulthood and all that. Now the chapter begins with the bird being an adult now. And Naofumi gives the bird a name, which is, Firo. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if it was just me, but I noticed like there was like this little tension between Raphtilia and the freaking bird, Firo. I'm gonna call it Discount Chocobo, because this thing is a goddamn Chocobo from Final Fantasy. Discount Chocobo. So there's some issue between Raphtilia and Discount Chocobo, because like I think the Chocobo likes Naofumi, but we also know Raphtilia likes Naofumi. But the thing is a bird. Scratch that. We're gonna get into that a little bit later though. So now from there you have Matayosu and the little fucking evil princess bitch, Princess and the Frog over here, Princess Rape, I call Rape Car, come into the village where Naofumi and Raphtilia are staying, and they are naming themselves the new lords of the village without having the consent, or at least giving the current lord any sort of heads up. They're also going to be raising the tax to 50 silver coming in and out of the village. So they're going to be taxing people. They're basically their living wages. And now Fumi's like, man, that's fucked up. I would like to keep this place as my base, but I'm going to go over here. Now Fumi is such a scumbag, and I like it. Because, like, you always have the main characters who are nice and all that. Now Fumi's like, I don't give a fuck. Because he's salty. He's still mad. He's becoming more about caring. You can tell as the manga goes on, but he's still a scumbag through and through. And I love his scumbag. The amount of I don't give a fuck is so amazing with him. Either way it goes, Matayosu and the princess gets a letter from these guys in these hoods because when she's spouting, oh, we're the mayor, the lords of the village and all that. These guys in these hoods come up to her and they're like, hey, here to business, read this. And then when she reads it, she changes. She's no longer high and mighty. She's very timid in a way. And then she calls for Naofumi and Matayosu to have a race. So she tells him to use his Discount Chocobo and Matayosu to use his dragon. And they race around the village, and whoever comes back is now the lord of the village. So Matayosu, the villagers come up to freaking Naofumi, and they're like, please do this for us. And Naofumi's like, I don't give a fuck. Get the fuck out of my way, you peasants. And then Matayosu comes up to the bird and starts to mock the Discount Chocobo, and he gets a kick that looked like that shit hurt. It sent that nigga back, and I was like, oh, okay. And then Naofumi's like, you know what? Yeah, I do kind of want to shit on this dude. I kind of want to make him feel like a bitch. So you know what? Let's raise him. So Naofumi and Matayosu end up racing, and Naofumi has been promised a reward if he wins. And when the race begins, the Discount Chocobo actually turns out to be super fucking fast, and it's completely outdoing the dragon. Now the princess has those guys in the hoods and some guards set pitfall traps that do slow the Chocobo down, but the Chocobo gets like this freaking second wind of just speed and power and ends up getting in the lead again. And they continue to try and cheat and use magic and all that, but in the end, Naofumi wins. So from there, the villagers are like, oh, well, you're a new lord now, so what is it you want to do? And he's like, I want my goddamn reward. And they're like, oh, well, we don't have the money for that shit right now, so can you give us a few days? He's like, nah, fuck that. I don't want your money. you know what I want? I want something of equal value. So what they end up doing is they give him a trading pass so that he can go around different villages and towns and sell and trade items with people, and because they know that's how he makes his living and all that. So now he's become a merchant, and with his discount chocobo that likes to pull merchant carts and things like that, he can now move his product around. Move that dough. So from there, you have Naofumi continue to level up his chocobo until, you know, it's even bigger than it was before. And yet again, you see more tension between Raptilia and the chocobo, which is like, what? So finally, one day, Naofumi wakes up and Raptilia's like, you need to come see this. And he's like, what? And this thing is like, oh my fucking god. So he goes to the merchant and is like, so you sure that thing was a Floreal? You sure about that, my nigga? You sure that egg was a Floreal? You positive? Because this fat piece of shit, the freaking Floreal now no longer looking like, he's like a chocobo that ate an entire village at this point. This thing is fat. And he's like, dude, how am I supposed to use this thing? And the merchant then goes into saying that apparently there's a king and queen system amongst the chocobo or the Floreals, which is what I need to use because I'm a fucking confused people. So the Floreal, where some are born to be kings and queens, and this might be the first in that class. And the merchant guy's like, honestly, the god, I don't know. I've never seen one, so I can't really say. So now Fumi's like, you know what? He's like, we could take it and, you know, do some research on it, do some specimen, you know, figure this out. And he's like, you know what? Fuck it, take it. Because you know Naofumi's a scumbag. He doesn't give a fuck. I love Naofumi so much. He's such a dick. Like, he's just fucking perfect. So he's like, yeah, take it. Just don't fuck it up too much. And as him and Raptilia, and the funny thing is Raptilia's like, oh, no, fuck it. So as they're walking off and the chocobo is being put in the cage, it transforms and calls out Master. And it transforms into this little fucking pixie fairy thing with wings. And now that's where the chapter ends. I don't know what to call this. This series is still too young to be making all of these guesses. My guess is mostly the next chapter. Naofumi's going to end up taking he's going to end up taking Pharaoh, and Pharaoh's going to grow up like Raptilia, and then there's going to be even more tension because this might turn into a harem, which I don't want it to turn. I hate harem mangas. I really do. But I love Rise of the Shield Hero, so I want him to keep it classy, keep this on the up and up. Please, no harem bullshit. So either way it goes, I enjoyed this chapter. It's good to be back into the Rise of the Shield Hero. So yeah, either way it goes, this is going to become a part of the normal schedule of reviewing as soon as I figure out when the fuck these chapters come out. So either way it goes, man, I'm going to go ahead and sign out now. This is your boy, chdeaaanime signing out. Please be sure to rate, comment, subscribe, do the things that provide for thrive. And I will catch y'all on the flip. It has been golden. Peace out, anime and manga communities.